Power 96.1. I got Jack Harlow in the studio, bro. Thanks so much for stopping by. How you doing?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Cool.
I like the fit that you got on. Even though it's hot. Are you not hot out when you go outside? Like, you're all good?
I am, but it's for fashion.
It's for the fashion. Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that right off the bat because you were at the Kentucky Derby over the weekend, right?
Right.
I want to show you something. The funniest thing happened. So I, too, was at the Kentucky Derby over the weekend, going to place my first ever bet.
You took that.
That's me. Bro,
Wow.
Literally straight up. I was like, this is not, because like, you'd been talking about that you were going to be there. I didn't know Drake was going to be there with you guys. And then like all of a sudden I'm literally going to place a bet, which I lost. I don't know how you did on the last horse, if you bet on Rich Strike or not.
No, I lost.
You lost too? Okay, so I lost it. But like, I didn't even care at that point because I was like, we got Jack Harlow hanging out. Drewski was there. And then I know you guys were in that tent, right? Like that little tent that was up there. Were you shooting the music video?
That box, yeah, we were shooting something.
Hey, okay. So was there stuff that you got to see like behind the scenes and stuff like that at Churchill Downs that like other people aren't allowed to see? Like, did you get to see some cool stuff? Because I was in the infield, I was on the grass.
I definitely saw some cool stuff, man. I can't lie.
All right. Did you get to go see the horses? Did you get to pet them?
I pet a couple horses. Yeah.
Was there a double entendre there, or that was
nah, you thought of it. I didn't.
Hey yo, I love it. Well, hey, we're glad to have you in Atlanta. Congrats on the album. It's been out a few days. Congrats on the tour announcement too. I know you're coming to Atlanta like that. Do you feel like you got like a nice weight lifted off now that it's like out there in the open? You know what's going down.
Yeah, it feels good, man. It feels good to have it out. I've been working on it for a long time, and it was very stressful. The mixes and making sure everything. I'm a control freak, so I was trying to control it to the finish line, but here we are. Do you have people like that? Like we're like, because obviously you've put out other projects before now, so we're like on your sophomore. Like, did you find yourself in more control, less control? Were you still able to do what you needed? More. And your ear gets more tuned as you go, so you care about more stuff. Okay. Do you feel like obviously not. I wasn't aware of the process beforehand. Do you feel like people, now that you've had stuff out, you're popping off? Like, do you feel like there's more respect now in the studio? Like people have for you? Like they're like, okay, this guy definitely knows what's up. Yeah, I think my ear is trusted. Okay. For sure. Okay. Good stuff. So I noticed too as well that you had you posted a video for Pharrell, obviously hanging out and all that kind of stuff. Looked like you were in kind of was it like a makeshift room? That wasn't a studio, right? Like you were just like hanging out. Yeah. Do you have a preference of like where you're making stuff? Or are you just like, I could do it on the road, I could do it in a bus? I'm getting more open-minded. I used to always want to be in the studio, but then I make some heat with Pharrell in just a living room, and I'm open. So like, what's the most makeshift place you've just been like, whip out the computer, let's go? Probably when I was with Ye, just in a hotel room, and we were like holding the mic. Was it planned, or was it really just like, let's just do it? That's just how he wanted to record. I'm dead. And the speaker was like, it might as well have been a Beats pill. Yeah. Like, and it still sounded good at the end. I mean, we were blessed with that. Got the results. So. I think I think if it sounds good in that setting, it's gonna sound good. Yeah, of course. Because sometimes studios are so nice. Yeah. And you realize it's the best possible environment to hear music. Yeah. But it's not how the world's going to receive it. So it was interesting to record something the way the world would receive it. Which a lot of the world only ever hears an album off their phone speaker. Yeah. Well, okay, so are you kind of guy, like, I think it was like Rick Rubin, like he would always listen to his stuff, like he had to hear it in his like specific car that he's had for like years. Like, do you have a place where you're like, if it sounds good in here, I know it's going to sound good whenever it plays? Not yet. Not yet? You're still working on it? Okay, good. All right, well, look, so you got the album out. We got the songs, great body of work. Are you... Obviously, we had Nail Tech that came out beforehand. Obviously, I know there was some popping off with Dua Lipa just because, you spoke to Dua Lipa. Now that we've kind of had it settled, it's been a few days. Are there any of the songs that, like, you would just be like, you know what, I think I like this one more now than when I did when I originally put it out? I'm really liking Side Piece right now. My friend told me to ask, like, you make side pieces? Is that only what you only have side pieces? Does that mean you have a main piece? Who knows, man? Who knows? Just let the music speak. Oh, dude, I love it. Cool. All right, so I know we got a couple stuff coming up. You've been doing the Met Gala. Yeah. I know you were asked on the Jimmy Fallon about the Emma Chamberlain situation. I want to know, when you shoot your shot, whatever it is, what percent of a guy are you? Like, are you getting the number at the end of the night, 50, 100%? Or is it like... These days, I don't know. It's been a long time since it's been zero? Yeah. No, we'll leave it at that. It was never zero, but it was never zero. Yeah. Okay. I think if a girl refused me, it would actually turn me on. Hey, all right. So if you're listening, now you know how to when you get approached, or when you get approached, or he approaches. Just totally diss me. I like it. I like it. Just totally just say like just everything looks bad. That's how you steal my heart. Oh, stop. Okay, I like it. All right. So look, we got stuff in the future. You dropped the tour announcement. Mm-hmm. You're feeling good. What can we? Because I went. You were here. You were at the Roxy. I think. What was it? Was it the end of last year? Beginning of this year? Yeah, I did the Roxy. You did the Roxy. How you like? You had the beautiful setup. Creme de la creme and all that kind of stuff. Are you already working on what this is gonna look like? Yeah, we've been starting to think about it. We got some time. You got some time. It's State Farm, so there's a lot more room to work with. That's gonna be nuts, bro. Well,
Because I also went out to Austin. I saw you at ACL. Like, are you feeling a little more comfortable? Was it always comfortable when you had these like just massive seas of crowds? Like, are you just like, it's no matter what it is, I'm gonna handle business?
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable now. I like being on stage. I like being in front of people. I feel at home on stage at this point, so I'm in my element. When I'm in front of thousands of people and they love the music that's being played, it's better than sex.
Let's go. So this, I mean, you're doing what you were meant to do out here then, huh?
It feels like it.
That's so crazy, man. Have you now that you've kind of, you know, because I mean, like you've been doing it for forever. Like I know you've talked about how you did the shows like at bars with like 8 people and like you just built up. So that groundwork is there.
Right.
Now that you're here, I mean, I think it's safe to say, you know, Drake is co-signing you out here. Like you're hanging out with Drake on vacay. You're doing Churchill Downs with Drake. You got a song with Drake. Do you feel it, or like inside, are you still just like, I'm just that kid that was just trying to hustle, or like do you feel like, you know, I've arrived?
I'm starting to, you know, I'm feeling it. But
you should, bro. You're Jack Harlow out
my
here.
essence is the same.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I haven't lost myself at all. But, you know, I think there's something important about feeling your presence.
Yeah.
And, you know, moving around like you know.
Yeah.
There's some power in that.
Is there any lessons that you've learned like recently? Like just like that you've been like, all right, I definitely need to change this up. Like something I was doing before. It's not
surely. But, you know.
As you keep that to yourself, that's the secret recipe.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, well, cool. Well, hey, I know, super excited to get you out on tour. I know you said you guys are just starting to formulate that kind of stuff. Are you going to be doing anything before that? Like, you got any like festivals lined up or anything?
Yeah,
like
I got
that?
some festivals throughout the summer. I'm also shooting this movie, so that's going to take up a lot of time.
Okay, so I did see that. I feel awful. I feel like I didn't even do my job correctly because like I just saw it like really right before I walked in
everybody's
here.
asked about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So all right, so what's the like? How did this come about? Even I mean, like, are you like have you always been like I'm Jack Harlow? I conquered music. Now it's time to be a movie star. Or is just like this came about?
I've always been open to it, and I've always been encouraged to do it. And now that it's here, it felt like a no-brainer.
Was it your camp putting out feelers, or was it like you were approached? Or
we were approached.
You were approached.
Kenya Barris approached DJ Drama, who I'm obviously signed to, and
Mm-hmm.
Drama called me. He's like, "Yo, do you want to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Immediately, like there was no like, ooh, let me think. Like,
Yeah, and I, you know, one of my mentors had just pushed me to act, and so I was like, you know what?
oh man,
I'm gonna do it.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. That's great. So like, any nerves on how it's gonna come out, or you know, you'll handle it. I feel like you got that nice confidence.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be effortless.
So let
I
me.
think it's gonna take some effort.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
So do we have like an actor or an actress even that's just I want to like that's who I would like to be like, that's who's gonna be my kind of like who I work on, focus on, like that if I can emulate that kind of thing, because like I feel this is a whole obviously I mean like you know like if you're talented you're talented, but like if you're moving side a little bit there's somebody you're like, you know what, Brad Pitt's looking good.
Nicolas Cage,
bro, have you seen his new one that what's it called, the hardest movie or something, have you seen that new movie he just dropped? Bro, if you like Nicolas Cage you have to go see it. It's literally about like his life, but
I'm
like
a Nicolas Cage stan.
big National Treasure.
Yeah,
one or two or
all.
both. I love it, dude. All right, well, hey man, I appreciate you hanging out.
Thank you, man.
It's Power 96.1.